The 2-star Sumeri skin looks better. Yeah, the newer. That's the newer one, right? Wait, what's with this music? Wow. It sounds like those ancient Chinese music, but with a lot of um newer sounds. How do I describe this? Alert well, Matcha. Sleep well. Also, thank you for dropping by and staying for a while. Really, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And to the people who came with Matcha, if you want to rest and sleep, it's okay. I totally understand. Rest well, rest well. The dark traditional clothes look awesome on Sumer, right? But that time, why did I buy it? Maybe I spent on something. Maybe that's why. I hesitated. Okay. On to the story we go. What's this though? What? Bronze recondite? The iridescent bird born alongside the disastrous apparition, which seems capable of controlling celestial phenomena. So I guess we. What is this? What? Prophecy? And Drea's skin looks like 3-star. What Drea skin? the the one I have? That one? I don't even know if that's 2-star or 3-star. What else? Oh my god, you're right. Oh my. My brain cells are fried from the gacha. You're right. Sky tumble disasters fell, demise befell. Hills burned and charred, lives ebbed and fell. Poisoned and cured from plants impure, dragon's frenzy, bane of the sea. Less crops survive by foul spirits. What is this? This does not make sense just yet, so maybe we should just play. Fried from the SEA heat. Yeah, definitely. Even if it's nighttime, it's still very hot. I'm not sure if in your side it's the same, but damn, it's so freaking hot. At dawn's first light, golden crow soars high. Whoa. Well, let's go to the story. Let's see how badass. Region unlocked. What? Oh, it will time gate you, I think. Here, not really. Feels like normal night. How I wish it comes back to a normal night like before. Anyway, on to the story we go. Have you started this already, Caramel? Oh, achieve progress in the exploration of the iridescent bird. In the exploration, iridescent bird will unlock more abilities. Okay, got it. Nope. Okay. S5 Duro. Gotcha. That's insane. They have lots of funds, huh? To S5. But bless their souls because they're giving money to Aisno. Into the dream. Oh, everything is just really red, man. What is this? Celestial Cycle? Enemy units' movement speed has increased by 30%. There's a weather? What is this? And the first time got double S rank in Tenful. And both are Duruo. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it feels like Abyss Redder. You're right. We both got double S rank. I think my first one was Rahu. It was double Rahu. But I'm glad it's Kokilik for the second S rank I got. Yeah. Because she's like really, 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 really rare nowadays, right? Me with Drea. Hey, but your Drea is really useful, especially at S3, right? Physical damage taken is reduced by 30%, increased by 30%. Mm? The Apostle of Ashes invades from the northwest of this city, approaching the broken front line. Oh. You know, I want to see the world of.
That's a lot of people.
Wow,
By the
that
way, I
is
charge
beautiful.
per person for my show.
Anyway, I want to see the other world of Path. I mean, outer cities. What is this? The sun deformed. Demise befell.
The Apostle of Ashes is invading from the northwest of the city and is now rapidly advancing within 20 kilometers from the broken front line. All combat units are to assemble to intercept the enemy. It must not enter Dissea.
Wow! Welcome, Nightingale!
Its flames contain high-intensity mania. Beware of contamination.
Wow, aside from getting contaminated, you get burned. Nice. FAC troops are at the forefront. Rows of anti-mania shields collide with flames, yet the shields of blue light shatters as the underlying equipment melts. The enemy breaks through yet another line of defense. Oh, like a fiery bird, Apostle flaps its wings and mania flames envelop everyone in scorching heat, burning your skin. Prolonged combat under high temperature nearly dehydrates everyone.
Where are Paradisos' reinforcements? Out having a picnic? That monster is about to enter this city. No amount of hypercubes can save us then.
Damn, we're doomed. Or it really feels like this Apostle is currently in SEA region, man. Why? Shorel doesn't have a voice. Okay. It's not time yet. There's a more cost-effective solution. For the time being, hold the front line. Paradisos will give you the right instructions. Fuck Paradisos. Lore accurate SEA, definitely. Cheap, cost-effective solution. This Paradisos peeps really needs to get a slap in the face.
Squad 3, retreat and regroup. Squad 4, take over and hold out for as long as you can.
By the way, is blacksmith easy? Yeah, very easy. You just need you need a healer. Okay, bring Rapunzel. And do you have Marian or Modernia? If you have her, then you can just clear the missiles. Yeah, with her burst. Yeah, easy. Very easy. I think you can clear it.
Where are squads 5 and 6? Hurry up and get moving, quick!
Wow, I'm liking the music. With a loud thud, the sturdy wall of soldiers is breached. The soldier in front of you is blown away by the heat wave, crashing heavily to the ground and going silent. Save him! You step forward to help up the soldier who's still alive. The next second, a mania storm engulfs you. You instinctively shield him with your body. Oh my goodness. The chief does not really cherish their body. And that gets everyone worried. What was that? Marian plus Red Hood. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely. Senti and Litter. Yes. And Rapunzel. Furious shrieks pierce your eardrums, flames and consume your sanity. Clearly, you see a twisted eye of the beast drawing closer, like a gaping maw ready to swallow everyone whole. Back off! Press and hold the shackle. Red light pierces through the flames. A sharp wail bursts out as the mania illusion is split apart. Suddenly, you see that evil giant bird impaled by shackles struggling fiercely. You've caught it. But the next second, it screams, and the golden runes on its body suddenly ignite, forming strange patterns. The flame trace the thorns and follow the shackles, setting your entire body on fire. Oh shit! The chief is in trouble again.
An unseen human sorcery? No! The mania is corroding the shackles! Chief, it'll hurt you! Let go!
Yeah, let go! Let go of the shackles! Too late. The flames are burning all over your body, using the shackles as fuel and forcing a connection between you and the apostle. You try to retreat from the battle, but your convulsing right hand is completely out of control. Damn. What an action-packed opening! What is this? The screams and fights blur in your ears. Steam from blood and sweat distorts your vision. In the searing days, the apostle in front of you disappears. The adjutant and your comrades are gone, leaving only. Where am I?
The sun deformed. Demise befell.
Who's there? Before you get a response, breathing becomes difficult. The high temperature inside you is devouring your organs. The world grows brighter, hotter. Oh, this is literally SEA right now. And I heard it's getting hotter next week. Oh, good lord.
Hills burned and charred. Lives ebbed and fell.
Wow, literally SEA. This time, you see it as clearly as you hear it. A burning humanoid figure is drawing near. And behind her, 10 suns hang in the sky, searing heat, blazing flames, and various mirages of wraith beasts are destroying an unknown city.
Poison uncured. From plants impure.
Wow.
Dragon's frenzy. Bane of the sea. Minds invaded by foul spirits.
Damn, that looks disturbing.
10 suns in sky. Lest crops survive.
Is that a prophecy, perhaps?
Poison bow taught. White fletchings shot. Where sun sank low, my heart finds home.
Is that Duruo?
Face your doom as you wish.
Wow. The art on that sequence looks freaking amazing. A force different from the hypercubes seeps in, accompanied by weird chanting. Patterned green light spread, suppressing the black flames and binding the fiery bird. Both the high heat and illusions are gradually subdued. Damage is not enough. I managed to survive till the end. At least, all you need to do is maybe improve your gear, and eventually you'll get to finish it. That's totally fine. And at the end of the light patterns, on the edge of the battlefield, several unfamiliar figures appear on the burning horizon. Ooh! Wow! Reinforcements have arrived. It's time. It's the Paradiso's peeps! This is probably one of the people we saw in chapter 13, I think. By the way, nice music. Gather your forces, defeat the apostle, and protect the MBCC's chief. Nice, there is someone who can revive us now. Finally. But she can kill us also. Damn. Under the influence of the Sun Crow, apostle, celestial phenomena in this city is changing in each small area. This phenomena will have different impacts on battle. I think in the new Tides of Ashes will really face this Sun Crow, I think. Tap here to view the specific celestial phenomenon effects. We saw that already. Oh, enemy info. Magic resistance. Aha. I can just do this, I guess.
If this scene could be reenacted,
Oh,
what would be?
Flowers will bloom wherever I go.
I like the music so much.
Oh, is it my turn to shine? I'm ready anytime.
I'm not sure if they have their crime brands, but oh well. It's going to be fine, I think.
Please don't issue commands that may place you at risk. Regardless of the outcome, we must prioritize your personal safety.
The mix of traditional and modern, I know, right? It's really, really good. I love to listen to all of this.
No need to come along. I can handle it.
Try to make use of it.
Till the day you wither.
Wow, nice music. Oh, what is this? Oh, there's rain. What the hell was that? What was that? I didn't notice. Now I can't wait to listen to the boss music.
Bloom here till the day you wither.
Run, boy, run.
What? Coco S2 premiere.
Run.
Yes, we need to show off our Coco, even though that's just an easy stage, right? Why are we back in our room? Did we get saved by the Paradiso's peeps? You snap your eyes open. The temperature around you drops sharply and the sweat on your back turns cold instantly. You shiver. Hi, Karube! Welcome, welcome. Before you are not the high heat and flames in the nightmare, but the familiar ceiling of the MBCC lounge. The buzzing in your ears also gradually quiets down, and you slowly make out the repeating voice in the announcement.
The expulsion operation has so far been a success. The S-Class Apostle has been suppressed and repelled, and the threat has been temporarily resolved. The FAC will also cooperate with the Ring Research Institute to remain on full alert and continue citywide searches. The battle is not yet over. The Apostle of Ashes is still alive. It has proven its destructive power and will not stop invading. All department members should rest well for the time being, and prepare to face the enemy's next attack with your full strength.
Okay, I think this will be the Tides of Ashes boss. It's going to be a pain, ain't it? Nightingale's voice comes from the PA system, ever so reliable and calm, but also more tired than usual. She was also injured in that battle. The medical staff in the ward are also busy, probably due to the heavy post-battle workload. Everyone is in a hurry and no one notices you're awake. Get up. You struggle to get up but fail. The burning pain from the blazing shackles lingers. The brief moment of clarity is quickly overshadowed by a headache. You collapse back into bed, stars bursting in your vision. Uh-oh. Every single time the chief gets battered, huh? At that moment, a refreshing coolness spread from the palm of your hand, soothing the restlessness within you as it flows along your arm. You realize someone has been holding your hand the whole time, and you hear her voice.
You've just woken up. Don't push yourself right now.
Such a familiar voice. Have you heard it before? A foreign A foreign fragrance wafts over, and you turn your head toward the direction of the voice. Hi, White Rose. Oh my good lord. Hi, ma'am. Oh, wait, let's say hi to White Rose first. Hi, White Rose. Welcome, welcome. How's my best cool car? It's a really good event. Yeah, hi, ma'am. You are so very attractive, and imagine she's in our room and she held our hand. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. So it's the new update. Yes, and we already did the gacha earlier. We surprisingly got lucky. And then unlucky at the same time because I failed to get more yen. Anyway, on to the story we go. A strange woman wearing dark green clothes is leaning on the other side of your bed, holding your hand. Her eyes are gentle and she looks at you openly. When you turn to look at her, she smiles slightly.
How reckless of you to dare touch those demonic flames with your bare hands. Now that the shackles have been ignited, this fever won't break soon.
Oh my. So would you keep holding our hand, ma'am? Uh-huh. So the S rank is limited this time. Yeah, she is. Duruo is not limited though.
You're sweating buckets and your brow is all wrinkled with the frown. Did you have a nightmare? What did you dream of?
I love how she's so concerned of us. Well, I guess it's their mission to protect the MBCC chief, right? Okay. Have dinner well, White Rose. See you later. That burn was worth it. Definitely worth it. If it were to meet Duruo, definitely worth it. She raises her hand to wipe the sweat from your forehead. She is surrounded by rising wisps of green smoke emanating a calming energy. The exact power that's soothing the heat within your body. This is a sinner's power. Oh. The only answer... you only answer her with a question. This is a healing ability. Who are you?
You don't remember me, do you? You city officials surely know how to break my heart.
Really, us? I think you're more of a heartbreaker than the chief.
I went through a lot of trouble to rescue you from that demonic being. I wish to at least be remembered for the deed.
The foreign fragrance on her grows more recognizable, same as the scent you smelled in your dream just now. This chief, I know, right? Oh, wait, why was she crying? Wait, don't tell me her and Yan know each other. Why? You are?
I am Duruo, an envoy from the Eastern Alliance. A distinguished guest invited by Paradisos to fight the calamity. And also, the person who saved your life from the claws of the Sun Crow.
Sun Crow.
The Apostle of Ashes.
Oh. You know, I want to see the Eastern Alliance in the future. We already know it exists ever since the Obo's event, right? But I'm curious how does it look over there? The people over there. So far, we only know two people from the east. It's Owo and Duruo, right? Maybe they're just Asian. Probably East Asians, yes. Because so far, I mean, this city looks more Western, right? Oh, she smiled.
How about a little thank you to start with?
Thank you, ma'am. Eastia, the eastern part of the continent across the sea. After the fall of the perishing star, the surviving cities of Eastia formed an alliance to strengthen themselves. Hindered by natural disasters, communication with this city was difficult. In NF-106, a new road of global calamity struck Eastia gravely, even severing the fragile hypercube trade. The place was silent for several years, giving rise to rumors of its sinking in this city. Until January 31, NF-114. The envoys from Eastia arrive in this city, marking the first official contact between the two continents after 8 years of estrangement. It is for confronting a sudden and severe tide of ashes. A new calamitous apostle, the Sun Crow, has invaded this city.
The curtain fell on the perfect show. Such a fascinating story.
We need to play the Nikkei mini game dailies. Yeah, at least one. I'm doing one. What was that? One part every day. I think you're just gonna finish it. It's going to be fine, Caramel. It's like what? 2 minutes? There are daily missions, yes. I don't think you get crystals from those, but you do get mats. Yeah, play the path to nowhere in Nikkei. True. Envoy. To resolve the calamity brought by the Apostle of Ashes, a delegation from the distant Eastia arrives. Oh, we're getting backstory. That's good. Wait. Whoa, wait. I need to adjust the sounds. Oh. I like the voice volume to be higher. I hope that's fine. Let me know if it's too much though. I like to hear their voices some more. Or their voices more.
To give you a spoiler, I'm going to run away in a bit. Better catch up to me.
1923 February 1 NF114 Eastside City Council Meeting Hall. Tide of Ashes Special Operation Meeting. Inside the hall, you and the representatives of this city council are seated on the west side, facing guests in outline attire on the opposite side. Dressed in a light smoky green robe, Durwo stands out even among the envoys. She sits across from you on the east side of the venue. In the center of the meeting room, the Shorl from Paradisos is reporting yesterday's battle results. The target codename Sun Crow invaded from the northwest of White Sands and got closer to this city than any other Apostle of Ashes did in nearly 3 decades. It passed through 3 mandatory surveillance nets without triggering any alarms, an unprecedented occurrence. The Sun Crow is powerful and particularly intelligent, capable of consciously controlling mania radiation to create interference and evade detection. It was repelled in the first encounter, but entering this sea is its instinct. It will definitely assault the broken front line again. What is this? This Apostle of Ashes really reminds me of angels from Evangelion, but I don't know if this is what inspired the tides. I mean, the angels or maybe Evangelion is what inspired some parts of Path to Nowhere, but we'll see, I guess. Because I think this, what's this? What do you call those monsters again? Tides of Ashes? They always want to get to this sea. We just don't know why. We know very little about the enemy while strengthening our defenses and conducting searches. The most important task at this stage is to gather information. To this end, this city accepts the support of the Eastern Alliance to locate the Sun Crow and eliminate it once and for all.
We haven't cooperated with Outland states for a long time, as there has been no necessity. But, given the current special circumstances, we need Eastia's experience, since they are experts in dealing with that monster.
This guy with the annoying face again. I know, right? He always appear.
Please.
Is he really what kind of representative is he? Like, is he the mayor of this city or maybe just random government employee? Oh, I thought this dude was from Paradisos because the clothes are awfully similar, but no, it's different. A man in white from the Eastern delegation stands up and bows to you formally. His face is hidden behind a bronze mask, but the bizarre outline patterns on it are enough to draw attention and wariness from those around him.
The Sun Crow brings drought and devastation, and this is just the beginning. As an envoy of Eastia, I cannot sit back knowing such evils at play.
Wow, that is what's happening right now in Asia. Southeast Asia and South Asia. Ah, he is in charge of foreign city affairs and trade. Ah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe that's why he appears when there are outlanders involved, I guess.
That monster has plagued Eastia for years. We've fought it for decades, gaining experience along the way. Last year's natural disaster broke its seal, allowing it to escape. Of course, Eastia would hunt it down wherever it may flee. We've traveled thousands of miles here, hoping to help you all quell this disaster.
On the other side, Shoral aptly projects images of the Sun Crow being sealed in NF-106. This visual evidence is what convinced Paradisos, you suppose.
You defeated it 7 years ago? How many hypercubes did it take to deal with an Apostle of Ashes of this magnitude?
I'll be frank. After the disaster in NF-106 disrupted our trade, Eastia's hypercube reserves were nearly depleted. We could only rely on our own strength to defeat the Sun Crow.
Wow, I guess people in Eastia are maybe stronger than the ones in this city, maybe. The hall erupts in murmurs. Representatives of this city whispers among themselves, clearly skeptical that there exist other solutions to mania disasters besides this city's unique hypercubes. Of course, people will find a way. You recall those strange green symbols you saw before passing out yesterday. They are unlike any FAC force fields or Sinner abilities you've seen, but they feel familiar, as if you've seen them somewhere before.
We've reviewed yesterday's battle records. Indeed, you used some kind of sorcery to successfully suppress the Sun Crow Apostle. The effect was significant and entirely different from modern hypercube technology. We've long heard about Eastia's special sorcery for controlling mania. May I ask if it's a kind of mania sorcery? Where did it come from and how was it developed?
Maybe underground style spells, maybe because this researcher is calling it a sorcery, so maybe.
It's just some sorcery passed down among Eastia's seers that permits minor restrictions on the Sun Crow's actions. What truly helped us overcome the calamity and defeat the evil was an ancient myth that has been passed down in Eastia for millennia.
He bows respectfully.
The perishing star falls. Calamities descend. Our ancestors had long foretold the era of great disasters and recorded the true method to subdue demons and legends.
There's another stir among the audience. This statement sounds overly absurd, leaving people both incredulous of everything they've heard and eager for further explanation. Yeah, that's surprising. So it's like they already predicted that the perishing star will really fall. Huh. And they even have ways to subdue. They call it demons, right? So I think it's the mania. They already know a way of subduing mania. That's surprising. And yet this city relies on hypercubes.
The fall of the perishing star occurred just over a century ago. Did Istia foresee the calamity before then? What method could they have suggested to resist the Apostle of Ashes thousands of years ago? Back when humanity hadn't even discovered gunpowder.
He's so arrogant.
Istia has always been home to gifted individuals, whom we call seers. They are capable of spiritual communication, and are the interpreters and scribes of myths. I'll let her take over the introduction.
He's so arrogant. You know, it's like if your society have failed to, predict what's happening, that doesn't mean another country is not capable of doing it. How arrogant. He's as annoying as ever, huh? You look toward Duro, noticing your gaze. She turns to smile at you, but doesn't begin to speak. Instead, she turns to the door of the meeting hall. A childlike voice comes through, reciting words that take you by surprise.
The sun deformed. Demise befell. Hills burned and charred. Lives ebbed and fell.
Hey, yeah, did we travel to Paradises? No. We're still in this city. But we do have visitors from Istia. The land where Owo came from. It's the poem from your dream. You cannot forget the suffocating feeling brought by those inexplicable ominous words. Just then, the door suddenly opens.
Anong gentle? Ilalabas ko na ang aking
Hi,
dragon.
Herstio. Welcome. A shape darts past the front row, obscured by the heads in front. You can't see it clearly. The next second, it leaps onto the podium. It's actually a child? It could be because of her bizarre outfit or the captivating poem, or perhaps the calm demeanor of the Eastian envoys convinces everyone that this is no accident. No one stops the child, and she straightens her clothes and then bows deeply in greeting.
I am Yan Yan, the seer of Sun Sink City. Seers communicate with the spirits, decipher scriptures, repel demons, and comfort the masses. What I've just recited is the Ode to Sun, a millennium-old myth from Istia.
I think people won't be, this city peeps probably will underestimate Yan Yan because she's a freaking child. She's so small. Yeah, she is small.
It details the origin of the Sun Crow calamity and the method to eradicate it. Yan Yan has committed every detail to memory. Specifically, ages past, there emerged from the sun a giant bird known as the Sun Crow. It embodied both deity and evil, wielding unrivaled fiery might.
Deity and evil?
Humans must worship it respectfully, or else, if the Sun Crow got angry, disaster would follow its flight, casting misfortune upon all in its path. In other words,
She's so smug, yeah. She's so proud that, oh, I memorized this. And I'm telling it to you ignorant people.
poison uncured, from plants impure, dragon's frenzy, bane of the sea, minds invaded by foul spirits, 10 suns in sky, lest crops survived.
Ooh. This is like Minds Invaded. It's the mania, right? Dragon's Frenzy. Hmm?
Came a tough time when harvests were poor and offerings grew meager. Feeling neglected, the Sun Crow was furious and inflicted 3 great calamities on the populace as punishment. Eventually, 10 suns rose in the sky at once, threatening to burn everything down. And then...
Wait, I like her expression. She's so adorable. She spreads her arms in a gesture of praising the sun.
brave champions sang. Sunward quest began. Crimson bow taught, white fletching shot.
Isn't that what Durowo did earlier?
Amid the people's despair, a hero came. This nameless champion snapped a branch from the sky-reaching blessed tree, took the dragon's vein from East Sea, wove an unburnable wraith spirit fletching, and ultimately crafted an almighty bow capable of piercing the sky from miles away.
This really sounds like a mythology, but I don't know if it's quite difficult to believe. If, for example, I'm really one of this city people, I'll have a hard time believing this. And it comes
Finally,
out from a child
surrounded
too.
by the people and in front of the grand altar.
The girl steps onto the desk of the meeting hall, posing as if drawing a large bow with her hands. She sounds very passionate, though she's only holding a small wooden slingshot.
The hero drew the almighty bow, aiming at the sky, and brought down the 9 suns one by one, leaving only the Sun Crow remaining. In fear and rage, it cawed as it fled. You short-lived mortal, I shall return when you are dead.
Wow, nice music again. I wish there releases a storybook of the game with all that happened in the world and how the Black Ring impacted society. I'm sometimes lost with all the information in the quest. That's true. That would be, yeah, I agree with RB. That would be really nice. But sometimes there are some infos in the what was that? I forgot that place. It's like the room of the chief or the office of the chief. There's some info there that are compiled that when you read it, somehow it guides you on the timeline of what happened in Path to Nowhere. Path to Nowhere does have an interesting world worth exploring. So true. And so far we only knew about this city and this sea, and now seems like we're gonna expand to another place called Istia. Interesting, man.
The hero laughed back. Bring it on then. Another hero will rise after me with another almighty bow. The legend has begun. When you return, you'll be no deity, just a hapless bird destined to be shot down. Ha ha ha!
Oh wow. Well, okay, let's take note of this. I think this is going to happen. If this is really the prophecy, the hero laughed back. Bring it on then. Another hero will rise after me with another almighty bow, another hero. I'm guessing that's the chief. The legend has begun. When you return, you'll be no deity, but a hapless bird destined to be shot down. A child's high-pitched howl echoes in the silent hall. The girl strikes a final pose, then stands straight to signal the end of the grand play and gives another deep bow.
That was a quick summary of the Ode to Sun. Now that we know how to fight the Sun Crow, time to get moving.
Everyone is speechless. Wait, I'm gonna laugh. The current atmosphere doesn't allow for jokes. The idea of using ancient mythology to combat mania is unbelievable enough, and this girl's animated performance only adds to the shock. So true. What does this have to do with eliminating the Apostle of Ashes? And why is a child allowed in such an important meeting?
Hey, isn't it clearly stated in the myth? Go snap off a branch from the blessed tree, take the dragon's vein from the East Sea, weave a wraith spirit fletching, and finally, craft an almighty bow powerful enough to shoot down the Sun Crow from thousands of miles away.
What? We don't even know where is this blessed tree? Where is this dragon's vein? What? Simple enough, yeah. You want TTRPG of Fast and Nowhere. Wait, what is TTRPG? Tabletop RPG? Oh, that's going to be interesting if they're going to make one. Anything less cryptic. Tabletop, yeah. That's going to be interesting if they decide to make one, I guess. Or maybe there's going to be an event that is similar to a tabletop RPG. Stop talking nonsense. What? EC, Dragon's Vein, Blessed Tree. Such things don't exist in this city. Oh, that is exactly my reaction. I'm this dude.
Myths are profound metaphors. They are puzzles given to us by the gods. It's okay if ordinary people don't understand. Leave the interpretation to those who have a gift for spiritual communication. That's exactly the job of seers in every generation. That's what I do.
This is a lot to take in. She just called us ordinary. I guess that's true, because this is really a lot to take in. Like, really.
Yan Yan is the current seer for Sun Sing City, and I will lead everyone to seek the oracles and follow the myth's instructions to craft the almighty bow for the Sunshot. Once the almighty bow is made and the Sun Crow is shot down, everything will come to a perfect conclusion.
She pats her chest confidently, but no one would trust a child's promise. True. The hall is filled with rising doubts.
This is a waste of time. I'm heading back to the front line.
Oh, why won't you try to understand? Paradisos has a reason why they sent these people to us. Amid the chaos, someone left his seat. It's the FAC Operation Commander from this Apostle of Ashes campaign.
The Apostle's destination is Dis Sea. When it got into the 20-kilometer range last time, the resulting mania resonance already spread to 3 Black Ring ruins.
Oh boy. What was that? 15 minutes with Chief is in private and she will never say again. Chief is ordinary. Well, she's a child, so she's going to act like that. FAC trying to brute force everything as always. No wonder a lot of them dies. They just brute force. That is not the way.
I set aside all my tasks to come to this meeting to find a way to combat the Apostle of Ashes, not to listen to some outland brat's nonsensical babble. Is this what the frontline soldiers sacrificed their life for?
You should calm down and actually listen to these people. The arrogance of some people, and they're refusing to listen to people who actually know about things. It causes a lot of death. It's on you, Mr. FAC officer.
Yeah, I'm serious. I've been working hard on my seer training, and I've already mastered the art. Look!
She spreads her palm and musters enough strength to create a small spark in her hand. It leaps up and twists into a strange rune before it disappears.
She's a sinner?
That's a sorcery, and it's very similar to the mania flames of the Sun Crow Apostle. You've seen similar symbols on that giant bird. Before a bigger clamor breaks out, a figure of green and white steps onto the podium, taking Yan Yan's hand. The flames are extinguished instantly. Durwo shields Yan Yan behind her placidly, facing everyone in the audience. Now you will know her wrath, I think.
Well, even two neighboring towns in Eastia can have vastly different customs, let alone this city which is worlds away. We must communicate in a common language. I am the scholar of the delegation. My area of expertise is Eastian mythology, and I have also studied some of this city's scientific theories. I am aware that the ways we perceive the world differ greatly.
So true. This city's ways is different from Eastia ways. They need to find common ground. My tag is literally my best school car since last year. I just noted it was MBCC with a small animation song they did last week. Yeah, that's an adorable music video, right? Reverse effect. Yeah.
Let me be the interpreter here.
Thank you for stepping up. It's about to become a mess without you. Duro raises her hand. You're surprised to see the incense burner she held now float in midair, emitting faint rain smoke that swirls around her palm. She's openly displaying her abilities as a sinner in front of everyone.
In Eastia, there are a small number of highly intuitive and talented individuals who can comprehend the unknown and gain the psychic power to become seers.
And you know what's surprising me? In this city, they put sinners in jail in MBCC, right? But it seems like in Eastia, they're free to do whatever they want. There's really a difference of belief in here, huh? Which is, I find really interesting. How is the story so far? Unfortunately, you're in NA Fest. So far it's really interesting because we finally get to introduce to another part of Patano. I mean, another city, you can say, of Patano, which is Eastia. And we got some mythology shenanigans going on, and the city and FAC is refusing to believe what they're saying.
Here in the city, they might be called sinners and are to be captured and strictly monitored by a certain chief. But in Eastia, seers are greatly respected, especially as a key force against natural disasters when hypercubes are scarce.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay, the treatment of sinners on this city and Eastia are greatly different, she says. In this city, they get they were sent to jail. In Eastia, they call them as seers, and they are respected. Wow. I think all sinners should just go to Eastia. Durwo gives you a smile, but a skeptical voice appears from the audience.
We also have experts on sinners here. Of course we know the potential power of this child and your seers.
How arrogant. I want to punch that old man's face. He implies something more. Both seers have used their powers, and an analysis of their abilities has already been quickly generated and distributed to every this city attendee. You will be proud in a few hours. Hang in there. You're almost there, Colt. Based on their M value, one is an A class, and although the other is S class, she has a catalyst tendency. They couldn't possibly have the power to confront the Apostle of Ashes.
Do you really? As early as last August, Yan Yan foresaw the Sun Crow's arrival at this city. That's why we've crossed the sea to be here. Had we come just a little later...
Yes, thank you. You need to show this city ignorant peeps that there are other ways to confront the apostle.
The Sun Crow would likely have broken through your defenses yesterday.
An undeniable fact. The hall falls back into silence.
Our
You
myths
go,
have been
girl.
passed down for millennia. It's true that some of the ambiguous descriptions must have led to far-fetched interpretations, but there are indeed claims that have been verified. When the Sun Crow loses control, disasters follow wherever it goes. Poison uncured from plants impure, bane of the sea, and mines invaded by foul spirits correspond to the three strange phenomena. As the officer just mentioned, the three Black Ring ruins are already showing signs.
Uh-oh.
After the three calamities, the Sun Crow will strengthen quickly and eventually burn down the entire city. Time is running out, and if we waste more of it on suspecting each other...
Exactly. Why won't people just, work together instead of trying to be, oh, this person is sus, I don't trust them, they're not from my city. Man, humans are always like this. Well, have a good stream. We'll watch the VOD later because you don't want to get too much spoilers. I see. Thank you for dropping by, Colt. And I hope you get really good rolls on Duro, Yan Yan, and... Oh fuck, I forgot the name of the other sinner, the exclusive one. Good luck on your rolls.
Do you wish to witness the 10 suns hanging in the sky? And experience the apocalyptic disaster that destroyed our homeland and wreaked havoc across all of Eastia?
Are you threatening us?
Hey, dude, you started it. If she hadn't said all of those, you'll be forever belittling them.
Please continue. This kind of practical intelligence is what we need. Please lend us your strength to stop the disaster.
Finally, she talks sense to them. The FAC officer returns to his seat, watching the row intently. She responds with a smile and a bow, and she resumes her calm and gentle demeanor.
Thank you, officer. But I'm only a non-combat mythologist in our delegation. The main force against the Sun Crow will be the Sealers and the Seer, who will guide us through the myth. They are the ones who need this city's special assistance.
Her gaze moves past the crowd to the silent shore in the corner. Certainly, the Sun Crow has a unique invincibility. Its approach to this city this time already caused no small disturbance within the city, and it will surely follow the Apostle of Ashes' instinct to return to this sea. We must not let our guard down. What was that? It's still no hint about Nightingale's crush. No. It's still up to our imaginations, I guess. In the past year, the city faced many changes that led to huge consumption of resources. The production of hypercubes has not returned to normal either. The previous high-cost defense methods are no longer suitable for this operation. We need a safer and more efficient plan, hence cooperation with Eastia is necessary. Okay. I think they just want to steal, or not really steal, maybe copy the ways of Eastia to save up on hypercubes. From today on, please have the delegation Sealers assist the FAC in fortifying the defenses and locating the Sun Crow. All operations concerning the bow making or the myth required by the envoys will be fully supported by the MBCC. Great, they've thrown the job at us. Durwo turns back to give you a meaningful look.
Of course. I'm relieved to know that Chief will be there. Are you taking us to your residence? Excuse me, the Bureau? We'll have a lot of important matters to discuss for the upcoming operations.
You look at Duro, but your gaze inadvertently flits to the Ninth Agency operative standing silently against the east wall behind everyone. He's watching the envoys, and upon noticing your gaze, he tips his hat slightly in acknowledgement. Residence. It's more like a prison and our workplace, but I guess you can call it residence too, huh? You don't need his reminder to remember the real instructions received before the meeting. Or a hotel. Well, I guess it is the hotel, quote-unquote, hotel of sinners. What was that? You don't need his reminder to remember the real instructions given before the meeting. You're not sending me just to help them, are you? You and your boss don't believe in that myth or the so-called envoys. What is my real task?
We indeed need their help, but we must also be vigilant of their ulterior motives.
Well, I guess, yeah, just to make sure that everything will be safe. Everyone, okay, we just cannot trust anyone. So everyone have ulterior motives. Okay.
After all, it's been 8 years since we last saw our friends from the Outlands. Those myths and sorceries are beyond logic. If there really is an ulterior motive behind them, especially during this apostle crisis, it'd be too dangerous.
That makes sense.
So, while assisting them, please also keep an eye out, Chief. I will stay in touch with
you. Agree to cooperate. After receiving a positive response, she gives you that evaluating look again with her amiable eyes.
Well, I look forward to our cooperation, Chief.
Likewise. It's been almost a year, and we've finally caught up with it. The Sun Crow has grown much stronger than before. Here it's known as the Apostle of Ashes, and the disaster it brings are called the Tide of Ashes. There are probably many of its kind here, but unlike in Eastia before, this time the Sun Crow has a very clear purpose. It wants to enter this sea, or rather, BR000. Oh, why? I can only get so much information here, but from the first encounter, it's clear that the Apostle of Ashes resonates significantly with the Black Rings. The Apostle's power was noticeably strengthened as it approached the Disc, and its proximity also caused an obvious resonance in the Disc in the Black Rings of this city. What will happen if it enters the Disc? So they also don't know. This city is very wary of this. They've prepared many counter strategies, and they view the crisis in an entirely different way. Although information is limited, a chance must lie somewhere. Whoa, what chance? What are they planning? Wow. Everyone have their own ulterior motives. Don't trust anyone, they said. Got it. The origin. The scholars from the Eastian delegation has a discussion with Chief, but the outcome is hard to swallow. Oh, what outcome?
Come here. Step into my trap.
Is this what you meant by collaborative effort? Wow. What? This is inside the Bureau? I thought we went to Eastia for a moment there. Are they from Gold Lion? I think the proper name for them is Eastia. It's just that we'll call them Gold Lion, if I remember correctly. The Bureau's VIP lounge has been decorated in an Eastern style with a wisp of smoke curling through the air. Oh, wait. Or maybe Istia is like one part of the alliance because they say it's an alliance of Eastern. Was it nations? What was the right term they used? Maybe Gold Lion is part of it. Who knows? Looks like they feel at home here. I think they expect to be here for quite a while. That's why they decorated it like this. The Bureau's VIP lounge has been decorated in an Eastern style with wisps of smoke curling through the air. Duruo leans back on the soft couch, looking as comfortable as if she were at home, flipping through a report in her hands.
Your subordinates are diligent. I merely mentioned that Chief agreed to provide me with a comfortably furnished room. And look how nicely they've spruced up the place.
Wait, do we have money for this? I thought the Bureau is bankrupt. I never said anything like that. The directive from above is for the MDCC to speak a method to eliminate the Sun Crow at your guidance. You said we'd have many things to discuss, such as...
Istia has practical experience in dealing with the Sun Crow, but lacks theoretical conclusions. The research here is the perfect supplement for reference. I'm trying to cram down as much knowledge as I can. As for discovering unusual phenomena and crafting the almighty bow, Yan Yan is more reliable than I am. She will show you the way.
Aren't they always struggling with the credit they receive that is never enough and now decorate? I know, right? That's what I thought also. The MBCC is not doing well financially, but they managed to decorate a room for Duruo. What is this? She glances at your displeased expression and laughs. She covers her mouth with her hand and coughs slowly, in spite of her complexion all rosy and healthy.
Excuse me. I have been buried in books for years and neglected my physical health. It's already a stretch for me to have traveled here, not to mention the adjustment to the new environment and exposure to the sun.
Exposure to the sun? Well, her skin really does look fair. Don't tell me she's always inside her room, back in Istia.
I'd only be a burden if I insisted on going with you. So, with a heavy heart, I'm entrusting the exciting task of crafting the almighty bow to you and Yan Yan.
Great!
If you encounter any interesting incidents or rumors along the way, do share them with me so I can study them further. Let me contribute to the great cause of bow making in my own way. Best of luck.
Wow. TLDR, she's gonna slack off in here. And then she's gonna do... we are going to do the menial jobs. Great. Just great. And we'll be stuck with a kid. Great. How sly of her. Then she lies back down, switching to a more comfortable position. I think she's just lazy. Oh my. I'm gonna stare at her.
Oh, wanna hang out a bit more? Then, why not tell me about your nightmare? I can give you an analysis now. Maybe I'll discover something new.
Quick, go ask money to Chelsea. We have a guest and we must redecorate. Or maybe we... Hi, Gengang. Welcome. Maybe we really did ask money from Chelsea, or... I forgot the name of another sugar mommy we have. What was her name? Craftable, but the blueprint is a prophecy. a blueprint is a prophecy from a little kid. Great. Just great. Cabernet would do it too. Exactly. How was your day? It's so fucking hot in this side of the world. But anyway, our day is amazing because our gacha luck is amazing today. So we'll get in depth with Cabernet and as a result will get eaten by her. Great. Hi, Min, welcome. Why are you awake? Because we're reading through the new event of Path to Nowhere. Good morning in this side of the world because it's already 1 a.m. Oh, what's that look on her face? So freaking mysterious. She suggests with a teasing smile, but for the first time the scholar closes the book in her hands and looks you straight in the eyes. Those eyes are much more honest than their owner, glinting with a solid desire. Desire for the chief? Since the first meeting, she's seemed very interested in your dreams. Sure, let's exchange information. I'll tell you what I dreamed about, and you'll tell me the truth about those sun-shooting myths. The cultural differences between the two cities are a vague excuse. I don't buy it. I'll feel like you're hiding something if you don't spell everything out. Wow, the chief doesn't sound so naive this time, huh? You mean being degen? It's because it's too hot to stream early in the day. I know to your... Just the Gucci part that trades cost of living for other benefits. What? Trades cost of living for other benefits. What do you mean by that? Oh my god, why my doggo is angry? Probably barking at Dorowo's hotness. Sinners have so much flaw that they are a big bunch of crazy, dangerous, friendly people. Some of them are really dangerous, but I think most of them are... They have their normal sides, but they do have their quirks. You wouldn't want any rifts in this cooperation, right, Miss Ambassador? Duro narrows her eyes as she looks up and down, then begins slowly.
It's normal to have reservations. I'm not bothered by your suspicions toward me, Chief. If one day you find that you can truly trust me, I will tell you all my stories.
Why not right now? It feels like she's really hiding something from us.
But with the disaster looming now, try not to overcomplicate things.
Then, let's talk about that dream when you tire of these mind games. You hold each other's gaze. Oh wow. We hold each other's gaze and simply wait for the other person to answer first. Suddenly, the door opens and a girl stumbles in.
Dura! Dura! Yan Yan had another psychic dream! I dreamed there were 10 suns in the sky and plenty of demons and
Oh
monsters
shit.
in the fire! One of them was a giant bird with human eyes and wearing a mask. It held my head in its beak and tried to eat me.
What? Is that a death flag for... What the fuck is happening? Hold on real quick. That sounds like a death flag for Yan Yan, but hold on real quick. Do we have a Phoenix Sinner? The new Sinner, Yao. I remember her name now. Yeah, Yao. She's looks like a phoenix, right?
That must be the Sun Crow. But in the dream, a hero came and shot it down with an arrow. Dura, you're the best at interpreting dreams. Can you tell if this is a good omen?
I guess it's good and bad. Yan Yan gestures around the lounge dramatically. Though her description is all over the place, you realize her dream is exactly the same as yours. The dream interpreter simply props her chin on her hands languidly, observing your reaction.
Oh, did you have the same dream, Chief? Yan Yan is the chosen seer who receives oracles through her psychic dreams. How do you explain your dream then? Oh my. You two aren't long-lost sisters, are you?
No, we don't exactly look alike.
Did you also dream of the same big bird, Chief? Oh, cool! It must be a good omen then, because we're setting off to craft the almighty boat together today.
Shackle is always the answer. It's probably because the chief touched the flames of Yao, or the not really Yao, but the Apostle of Ashes. Yan Yan has already jumped up to grab your arm. Her palms are abnormally hot, reminding you of the fiery bird in your dream. You pat the girl's head and turn to Duro. Do you have anything else to tell me? Yeah, what does she know?
A scholar is neither omniscient nor omnipotent. I'm always on the path of seeking the truth. Let's talk again when you return. You and Yan Yan will get along well.
Man, she does not want to give us more information, right?
After all, you had the same dream. Maybe it really is a good omen.
How did she know? We didn't tell her we had the same dream, but she knows. Her expression has already changed and she's stashed away her curiosity about you. Duro picks up the documents and lies sideways on the couch, seeming concentrated on her reading and reluctant to be disturbed. I think she's reading something else, not really researching. I think my dreams may or may not involve less. Oh my, what kind of dream is that? But anyway, as long as you enjoy, go right ahead. Black Rings, Corruptors, the Dissi. Even this city doesn't have a definitive explanation for everything. They hypothesize that the Apostle of Ashes originate from the highly concentrated collective human subconsciousness. They are projections from the psychic dimension into the material world. This aligns with the notion of divine and demonic entities. As the collective subconscious is erratic and unstable, so are the manifestations of the Apostle of Ashes. It can be inferred that during the era of disasters, the apostles that are most likely to survive this unusual selection process are those that induce the most fear, despair, and negative impressions. What? Oh. There is a selection process for the Apostle of Ashes? Is that why they go to... I mean, we have... so there is actually lore for our Tides of Ashes. It's like they have a pilgrimage. They go to this sea. And it's like there's a competition on who induces most fear, despair, and negative impressions. We got some... what are the monsters we have? We have the... They usually look like bugs, right? But this time it looks like a phoenix. According to Seer's psychic records, beside the attacking humans, calamitous demons, aka Apostle of Ashes, also engage in mutual predation. Oh, it now seems that this is not for power, but to eliminate competitors and ensure their own survival. Their desire to enter this sea may possibly stem from the same reason. The Ring Research Institute considers this an instinct of the Apostle and uses this affinity for the DC as a criterion to distinguish the species from ordinary corruptors. Moreover, this tendency is specific to BR00, 000 and not other Black Rings near this city. This instinct even overrides all other characteristics. There's so many questions about that BR000, huh? We still don't know much about it. The drawing on Ode of Sun that you are reading recounts the hero's sunshot journey, which originally started from a tree. There is a disturbance at BR002, and the tree is drawing, and the tree in the drawing has also changed. Now, Chief may explore the black rings of normal phenomenon with Yan Yan and try to decipher of the mystery of the Eastern myth. Oh, we need to go with Yan Yan and to the other black rings to gather materials. What a quest this is. Hmm? Oh, what is this? What? Oh no, I don't read this stuff anyway. It's fine. You probably use that for the boss challenge. Damn, that bird looks freaking disturbing. Having finished a field exploration, Chief returns to the bureau and finds the Eastern scholar again. This really reminds me of somehow the style of... I think there was one frame in Gurren Lagann with a similar style like this. It's probably the eye. Anyhow.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
Really cool style indeed. Having collected plenty of interesting information, you organize the facts and decide to bring them back to Duro and in the bureau first. You also need some rest to recover your strength. Ever since the shackles came into contact with the Sun Crow, your body has never fully recovered and you've been having this persistent low-grade fever. Uh-oh. The exertion of the past half day has worn you out, and once you get back, you soon fall asleep in your office. We're going to dream again, ain't we? In the dream, something is scorching your skin. Whispers of mania and roars of a beast drill into your ears. Some chaotic, lacerated consciousness is forcefully tearing through, trying to invade your mind. Open your eyes. Damn, disturbing, man. Scary. Flames lash out at you, and the sharp golden eye of a fierce bird captures all your attention. Sparks spatter onto your body, causing unbearable pain. But fear swallows you whole before you can react. Is this a dream? You don't have time to think as you struggle to cower away instinctively. But the monster screeches and lunges forward, pinning you to the ground with its sword and claws beside your ears. Trapped, you're forced to look at its true form. This is not a beast. It has the shape of a human. A woman bathing in fire whose body is covered in red feathers. She sits atop you like a hunter on its prey, leaning down close to your face. Wow! The intense heat of the fire suffocating you as she draws nearer. She opens her mouth near your neck, and her whispers mixed with the crackling of burning debris numb the back of your ears. Oh no! We can't understand her. You try to struggle, but unable to release the shackles in the dream, you remain imprisoned in the cage of flame. The charring smell surrounds you as the world gets incinerated, as if this isn't a dream, but a true purgatory. And death is beckoning to you. I think she's trying to communicate, but we just cannot understand. Is she asking for help, perhaps? Let go. The flames recede, and her face leans even closer. Half of it is covered by an ominous cluster of contamination, like she's wearing a bent mask. The other half is indistinct against the backlight, leaving only that golden eye visible, clear and sharp. That's not a human eye. But it's not menacing as a demonic beast either. It's simply staring at you like a golden sun. As you think that, the lapping flames gradually lose their heat, no longer causing burning pain, but acting like a barrier protecting you in this inferno. The raging mania outside is entirely consumed by the flames enveloping her body. She's protecting the chief, from what I get here. Welcome back, White Rose. I wonder when the JoJo Bizarre Adventure event will happen. I'm not sure, but maybe in 2-3 months, perhaps? I'm not even sure if it's going to be available in global, but we'll see. We'll wait for the news. What was that? She locks her eyes with you without any other movement, only repeating the chaotic whispers over and over again. That inhuman pupil seems eager to convey 1,000 emotions to you. But you can't comprehend them. The distance between you is not just a matter of inches, but an insurmountable difference. Who are you? What are you trying to tell me? We really can't understand. Man, but I think she's asking for help. Maybe to kill her. It's Yan Yan's voice. A small hand is slapping your cheek, and you wake up to see Yan Yan's face instead of the monster's. She looks at you with concern. Oh. You're jealous of the Call of Duty Pat the Knower event. They got original Langley with, but they do. But sadly, I don't play Call of Duty at all. Shackleby? Oh, that is indeed a cry for help. We don't mind, but we're afraid to get burned by her again.
Your cheeks are all red, and you're panting. Are you having a fever?
Yeah.
You're scaring me.
The chief is having a fever, alright. Maybe it's because you slapped them so hard. you only remark inwardly, then raise your hand to move the girl aside. I'm fine. It was just a dream.
You had a dream again? Did you dream of a woman wearing a mask and extraordinary clothes with flames all over her body? She leaned very close to look at you, embrace you, and try to talk to you?
Okay, that's it. Our dreams are connected with Yan Yan. How did you know?
Oh, did you have the same dream, Chief? Yan Yan is the chosen seer who receives oracles through her psychic dreams. How do you explain your dream then?
Are we connected to the Apostle Lau, perhaps? She is sus, very sus. But she looks so innocent. Do we really, not trust her? Can we not trust her? You're still pondering when the girl claps her hand joyfully and jumps up.
You had the same wonderful dream as Yan Yan did! You also dreamed of the Great Seer!
The Great Seer? I thought that was the Apostle. The Great Seer?
Yes! In Sun Sing City. Oh, back then it was still called Sunset Town. The Great Seer was the most powerful person in Sunset Town. We were only able to repel all evil spirits and overcome natural disasters thanks to her leadership.
Don't tell me she turned into an apostle of ashes and now she wants to be saved or killed?
She always wore a mask and her pretty seer robes. she would stand on the high altar, accompanied by her long sword and flames, performing the ritual dance to drive away evil spirits and pray for blessings. What a beautiful sight!
So much consider to arrest. Good luck, good luck. If you're going to roll, I hope you get your Yao or Duro in 110 roll.
Actually, I dreamed of her just now when I was dozing off in the car, too. Maybe because tackling the Sun Crow is too hard, the Great Seer even came specially to comfort me. It's been a long time since I had such a beautiful dream.
She called that a beautiful dream. We were just terrified, I think. Mask, long sword, flames, woman. We indeed dreamed of the same things again. But can you call that hellish scene a beautiful dream? Exactly. That being burned to the point it no longer looked human. You could hardly see it as a beautiful and gentle woman. What did the Great Seer say to you?
She told Yan Yan to go to some sea, and she told me I could do it. Although I didn't hear the rest clearly, but she must be encouraging me.
Wow, why in Yan Yan's dream she could be understood, but with our dream we can't understand her? I take 10 tickets offered, got S rank sinner, you got demon. Oh no. Why do people... Who was the one who got demon earlier? Someone told me they got demon also. Finally, the chief can justify why he needs sleep. It's just investigation. I'm investigating the puzzle of ashes. I'm gonna go bed. Oh, that was you, RV. Oh no. At least you're guaranteed for your next roll after 50 pulls. Oh no, that's a lot of rolls, man. I wish you better luck. What she told me was different.
Huh? Well, Zuro is better at interpreting dreams. Let's go find her.
She takes your hand and runs outside. You consider her for a second and don't stop her. Never mind that strange dream. At Duro's request, you've specifically brought back a lot of information for her. You wonder if the scholar has figured anything out yet. Are we missing something? So far we didn't go out. Maybe I forgot to do something. Uh-oh. Why? What did he do? Why is she with armed people? Or armed staff, perhaps? Watching the high tower Blackburn collapse from the helicopter. Man, how do I put it? I couldn't imagine the person who did such a big thing was our chief. I mean, our skinny chief with those heavy dark circles from all from all the overtime who we see every day. They're talking about the chief. Who would have thought? When the second black ring erupted, they said Chief was dead. I thought I'd never see her again. Chief! You walk over to find a few loud mouths from the bureau chattering to Duro, and they scurry off the second they see you. The scholar nods at you with a smile, her expression full of amusement. Oh, maybe she's getting info about us, maybe? You steady your emotions and smile at Yan Yan. I'll ask her about the dream. Go play somewhere else, Yan Yan, but don't listen to those stories. Read the actual reports. I am braver in real life than in the stories. Getting your permission, the girl bounces about joyfully. She's already forgotten about the dream and is now captivated by those tales of Chief's great adventures spun by those two.
Then I'll be off. Tell me how my dream differs from yours later. I really want to know too.
She runs off gleefully, leaving you and Durwo alone.
Bummer. My field research was just getting interesting. Skinny Chief strikes back, and Mad Shackles versus Mania? How fascinating.
What the fuck? Skinny Chief strikes back. So she called that field research. I guess she's really researching about the chief. You know, you could have just asked us.
Never mind. You're my priority. Finally willing to let me interpret your dream?
I'm not here to talk about the dream. We agreed to talk about that only when we can finally face each other honestly. But the things you've done, refusing to go out, using different excuses, being vague about everything, sending me to gather information, then snooping around in the bureau, you're making it hard to trust you, you know.
Are you upset because I neglected your investigation results? Or are you indeed here to interrogate the Outlander?
I need an explanation. I can't work with someone suspicious. I really like how Chief have grown a lot, huh?
To think that one would doubt the truthfulness of a scholar's words. Not gonna let this slide if I say nothing, are you?
Nah, she's quite persistent. Yeah, so just out with it.
All right.
She actually straightens up and looks at you earnestly, the humor in her tone all gone.
My homeland is not like this city. Eastia is ever the victim of disasters, and our people struggle to survive. My studies in mythology, frequent overseas journeys, and information gathering in this city are all to grasp these unpredictable disasters. For example, in NF-112, Eastia faced a massive tide of ashes. Several cities were destroyed, and vast lands sank beneath the sea. That would later be known in this city as the sinking of Eastia. In NF-113, just when we barely suppressed the Suncrow Apostle, it suddenly broke free from its seal, catching us off guard and severely damaging the newly revived Sunsink City.
Wow, they've been through so much.
These are the two most recent disasters which even our seers did not foresee. Yet, in this city, I found some interesting clues.
Wow, what kind of clues? Is it about us? I think she's been snooping around, getting information about the chief. That sounds pretty bad. I know, right? First, there was a disaster. The sinking, right? And then the second one, when everything was just, they're starting to rebuild and everything. And then there's the Apostle of Ashes. They have it rough over there. She looks at you. The warmth in her eyes cooling slightly.
In August NF-112, on the brink of the sinking of Eastia, a certain chief awoke from a slumber. In March NF-113, after she was attacked and fell into a coma, the Suncrow broke its seal and went berserk thousands of miles away.
What?
I'm sure you're smart enough to connect the dots.
Oh no! Is that chief's fault? So when the chief had a coma and why it's our fault that the Apostle of Ashes break free? No way, I know, right? So disaster every year, and the current one was because it's our fault. Great. What are you getting at?
It's just a speculation. I have no solid proof.
She smiles and steps closer smoothly to whisper in your ear. Is it your imagination, or is there indeed a hint of hostility in her voice?
Your people are the center of the world and the center of mania. Your every unconscious action might trigger a disaster that affects everyone. And yet, you've been reluctant to see it. Think about what you've done. And who is really the one to be doubted and hated.
Damn, in her point of view, we're the bad guys. Oh no. Who the heck is the chief for real? I know, right? And how come when the chief had a coma, it seems like we attracted the Apostle of Ashes. That's why it came, I don't know, did it came looking for us? Or did it really want to go to the sea, specifically in BR000? With that, you find the two of you locking eyes, standing merely a foot apart. Without waiting for your answer, Duruo's smile fades as she looks away and stands up to go, leaving you there alone.
Chief? You're still here! Tell me the result of the dream interpretation. I'm dying to know the good news!
The chief's existence is suppressing it somehow. Oh. So when we lost consciousness and lost the power of the shackles, it broke free. Oh boy. You're still collecting yourself. Yeah, maybe, right? I think that's the conclusion they want to say to us. Good news?
Yeah! I saw Duro come out just now, covering her mouth and giggling all the way. It's rare to see her so happy. There must be some good news, right?
What? Is Duro just playing us? Oh, this is right after she was talking to us, right? Why was she giggling? She's baiting us, ain't she? Giggling? Damn it. You finally realize Duro has dodged your question. You hurry out to the corridor, but the suspect is long gone. Those nonsensical words were just as bluff to scare you. That trickster played you again. Frustrated, you make to chase after her, but Yan grabs your sleeve again.
Wait! Duro asked me to tell you something.
What? Another arrangement made by that woman? You quiver and swallowed hard. Who knows what she is planning to play on you this time? What does she want you to tell me? Seemingly oblivious to your wary and puzzled look, Yan breaks into a big smile and hugs you tightly. Oh my, I think the chief is weak with hugs, especially with, kids.
Thank you for always being with me, believing in me, and showing me all the fun things. Chief, no matter where you're from, Yan adores you. Even if you believe in those strange blue and red crystals.
Damn, she's adorable. I believe in you too. And just like that, our heart melted.
Let's go!
She's so
The
innocent.
mission isn't over yet. I have to work hard. I'll definitely defeat the Sun Crow. I'll protect Chief and this city, your homeland.
The straightforward declaration of affection following Duro's roundabout threatening bluff throws your thoughts into complete disarray. Tongue-tied, you come up with only one conclusion. These two outlanders are both intimidating in their own ways. Can't let my guard down with them. Not even a little. Remembering Chief's shocked expression at her threat, Duro chuckles lightly and strolls through the bureau's long corridor. Her great deeds and miraculous shackles aside, that one is indeed beloved by those around her. She's also truly naive and kind, and almost too honest. Even that kind of lie could make her pale with shock. Outside the scholar's room, an agent from the 9th Agency leans against the wall. Seeing Duro, he removes his hat in greeting. Duro smiles and returns the gesture before entering the room alone. She's really under heavy surveillance. Her smile fades as she flips through the documents Chief brought back, recalling what Yan just said.
Then I'll be off. Tell me how my dream differs from yours later. I really want to know too.
Two different psychic dreams.
Really baiting us with that last line. Why? The characteristics The characteristics of Eastern seers can be deduced from comparison with the research on sinners. Black rings have only appeared within the city, and the Maya contamination they produce is unique. Sinners born from them are thus more diverse and strange, their minds unstable. Such severe contamination does not exist in Eastia. Seers are born when their innate psychic gifts awakens, likely induced by mania disasters. The awoken ones are also more likely to resonate with the deities that awaken them and possess similar mania properties. This is known as channeling. Those two cuties brought back a lot of interesting information. I'll be waiting for the Ring Research Institute's analysis report. Eh? Eh? It's done? What? Did we forget to do something? What? Ah! What is this? Oh, boy.
Brave champion sang. Sunward quest began. The best bow carved from the blessed trunk.
I think we're gonna hunt for the materials. I didn't see this earlier.
Berries and fruits, mere mortal woods. In divine breeds, born divine seeds. To defeat the Sun Crow, we must craft a peerless almighty bow. And the first step is to find the branch of the sky
there it is.
tree.
We skipped this part. No wonder I was surprised. What? The chief was tired. She entered her room. And Yan Yan was with her. Okay. So this is the part why the reason why she was tired and why she was with Yan Yan. They were hunting for the mats. Yan Yan lectures you while reciting the poem animatedly. Is that even real? There is no sky-reaching Fuseng tree in the city. It did feel weird, right? Like there's something missing. But I'm surprised that the game did not force us to read this first. Because I really didn't notice that there was a yellow dot on this part of the event.
What are you talking about? I'm already looking at it. Right over there.
Yeah, usually, yes. It does stop you, right? You to do the prerequisite first. But with this, we just continued reading. The Eastern girl points toward the ruins of the high tower Black Ring. The towering after image is so high it almost touches the sky, looking somewhat different than before. Somehow it does look slightly like a sky-reaching blessed tree. Oh, it's the tower that Julian left. So we're gonna find the mats there? You recall the FAC mentioning that after the Sun Crow approached this city, the Apostle of Ashes resonated with BR000 and stirred up widespread mania within the city, causing the 3 Black Ring ruins to behave slightly abnormally. You withdraw your gaze. Regardless of whether the myth is true or not, it's necessary to investigate any unusual phenomenon at the Black Ring ruins. Julian help us even now, seems like it. His remnants is probably one of the parts of the bow. Off we go.
Wait! Chief, before we go, there's one more important thing.
What? What?
Yan Yan has brought you a little gift.
Uh-huh. She looks up and down, sizing you up with both hands and giggling. You have a bad feeling about this. Excitedly, she pulls out a set of clothes from her bag and puts them on you. She even brings out a small mirror for you to check how you look. Oh! So the one who gave us the new chief outfit was Yan Yan. That's adorable.
This is a gift from the Eastian delegation. It's imbued with the Divine Lord's blessing. It can ward off all disasters and unholy spirits.
Wow, the chief looks very beautiful in this. You sigh, figuring that the Eastians are all about these ritualistic traditions. Thank you for your gift. Let's go. Wow, the chief looks amazing. Wait, that's... what just happened? Oh, this one. In the myth, the hero plants a fusion tree, makes a pact with it, and gives it the most attentive care. Wait, this is really Julian! Although the way they word it is like a myth, but this is what happened, right? The hero plants a fusion tree. Isn't that the... Wait, I forgot the name of the city he built. Makes a pact with it. Damn, that's true. Gives it the most attentive care. That's also true. Damn. Enemy info. Oh, it's easy.
Yes, I heard you. No detours this time, I promise.
What are those tall blue things by the road? Are they Fusang trees?
She's like a tourist. Those are anti-mania bases that's designed to resist disasters. A true hero. Yeah, a true hero indeed.
Anti-mania abysses. Oh, sounds like a powerful artifact. We have artifacts with similar effects back home too, but none of them have such a unique shape.
She's really like a tourist. Or maybe someone from the province.
Could this be the fabled celestial pillar?
Huh?
Haven't you all heard of the story of the fall of Peril and the Azure Mender?
No, what are you talking about?
Oh, so it goes like this. A century ago, the three-eyed god fell from heaven to the mortal realm, intending to enlighten all living beings. But he slipped and landed headfirst and knocked himself unconscious.
What?
The three-eyed god fell into a deep slumber, but the hole in the sky remained. The essence of the ether poured through it like a waterfall, landing on Earth as fires, deluges, droughts, thunder.
Is that the
vermin,
perishing star?
and plagues.
I'm not sure if that's the perishing star, but isn't that the thing that brought disaster all over, right? Confusion at its max. Yeah, confusion it is. If you have different cultures and different beliefs, there's always confusion. That's one heck of a clumsy god, I know, right?
The hero of that era ventured into the forbidden land of the fallen god.
Okay.
Took the iridescent crystals and turned them into blue-light pillars to support the collapsing
This sounds
sky.
familiar.
That's the tale of the Azure Mender.
Isn't that what was Kaylan? That sounds like Kaylan. She grabs the air in front of her vehemently as if about to reveal something incredible, but then draws back her hand to scratch her head after a moment's thought.
Sorry, I don't remember the rest. There are too many scriptures, and maybe the ending of this myth isn't known to us yet.
You know what? We need to go to Istia. I think they already know what's going to happen. It's locked in their myths.
But I'll keep working on my studies. Let me tell you some other stories, like the Ode to Sun or the Skymender saga. They're really interesting.
Yan, I'd love to hear all that when we finish our mission. As for now,
The power of the Suncrow Apostle is formidable. Data shows that after it came into contact with BR-000, its influence spread rapidly, and the previously suppressed Black Rings have also shown signs of revival.
an FAC soldier hands you the freshly prepared report and begins his briefing.
Currently, BR-002 is being suppressed by the Eastian envoys and is stabilizing. However, its contamination still spreads up to a certain range, and approaching it is still risky. But if that's our target, the FAC will unconditionally take your orders and protect you. And this seer next to you, too.
Wow, thank you. Trying his best to look professional, the FAC soldier's gaze sweeps across Yan and then on your clothes before darting away. Was he bothered by our clothes? Meanwhile, you feel uncomfortable in your new outfit. Chief, it looks good on you. Uh-oh. An ear-piercing roar interrupts the awkward atmosphere in the car. A group of monsters you've never seen before appears in front of you.
Wow! Look ahead and up in the sky! It's just like the myth!
Chief, a new type of corruptor has been detected. We believe it's a mutation caused by the Hightower Black Ring. They need to be eliminated immediately.
Oh, the FAC soldiers are ready for battle, but you're feeling a bit uncertain. After the first encounter with the Sun Crow, you've been suffering the backlash from the shackles caused by the Sun Crow's Apostles Mania, and since then, you've been feverish. The sinners in the Bureau have also been affected, running low fevers non-stop, as if you've passed it on to them through the shackles. Uh-oh. But Yan isn't showing any fever. Showing any fear. In fact, she's watching the corruptors emerging in front of her rather excitedly. This is a type of corruptor you've never seen before. Can you even call them corruptors? They look grotesque, out of place, just like the Draco that appears once in your dreams. As if they don't belong in this world. Could that really be some kind of mythical creature from Eastia? From a brief moment, this absurd thought crosses your mind.
That's the Wraith Ape, Imp Bird, Imp Birdling, and Little Monkey. They are the Sun Crow's kin. Yan knows how to drive them away. Listen to me.
Oh, okay. We're gonna listen we're gonna listen to a little kid. Great. Also, you really want to know why the fallen star provoked a black ring and bothered us. Yeah. We want to know that too. There's a lot of questions that we barely had answers to. Be nice with FAC, guys. They are basically extra Hodai every time. They're there for our protection, so we gotta thank them. What? Protect the Exo Bird. The higher the bird's HP at the end of the level, the more points you earn. Ah, okay. The Exo Bird summons the Exo Birdling continuously. Once 2 Exo Birdlings are summoned, you win. And it's probably going to be easy.
I don't have much to contribute
Maybe.
on the front line. I'll count on you guys.
We can just shalom our way about everything. Shalom our way to our every problem. What are the enemies again? Ah, the apes. I see.
If this scene could be reenacted, what would
Tinder is
be
slippy.
your...
Oh, is it my turn to shine?
Flowers will bloom.
You feel sorry
wherever I
for the
go.
people who don't have Shalom Sadge. They probably were not playing back then. That's why.
I'm ready anytime.
I'm ready anytime.
Please don't issue commands that may place you at risk.
I
Regardless of the outcome,
Oh.
we must prioritize your personal safety.
Really? I haven't unlocked this anyway. I will unlock that next time. Maybe I'll just use this one. Oh no, jittery, sleepy.
Bloom here till the day you wither. Bloom here till the day you wither.
So we let these birds multiply. All we have to do is protect them.
Bloom here till the day you wither.
Easy enough.
The curtain fell on the perfect show.
The second. The Fusang tree grows day by day. The hero guards it all the time.
Let me give you a spoiler. I'm going to run away in a bit. Better catch up to me.
Phew. Yeah, but your pig ritual is done. Why are there monsters lurking near the Fusang tree?
Because this isn't some auspicious blessed tree, but the after image of a black ring. These are all creatures of mania, you murmur inwardly. The corruptors turn out to be more numerous than you imagined, but fortunately, the FAC team cooperates flawlessly with you, and Yan Yan can fight too. Soon, you've wiped out all the incoming corruptors. After getting rid of all the corruptors nearby, you realize you've almost made it to the Drifter camp unknowingly. You can even catch a glimpse of the dark gate. Oh, we're back. So the influence of the Black Ring has reached here too. You have to check on the situation inside the Drifter camp. Outside the Drifter camp, a large pile of rubble has yet to be cleared. You can hear the crunching footsteps over the debris.
I didn't expect to see such a place in this city, besides those glittering skyscrapers. Were these stones and houses smashed by some monster? Some were even burned to ashes.
Yeah, a disaster have struck this place.
Did something bad happen here?
Yeah. Yan Yan carefully examines her surroundings, her eyebrows slightly furrowed. Yes. A battle happened here. A fierce one.
Was it also because the gods were angry?
No. There are no gods in this city. The people just keep fighting among themselves. But this fight was not for nothing. It was a battle of survival where ordinary people united for their dreams and hopes. Damn. What a flashback. Emotional damage.
Yan Yan likes this kind of story. Back home, Grandma always tells Yan Yan the story about the hero who shot down the Sun Crow too. The hero protects everyone, and the people get together to help the hero. Yan Yan can never get tired of such legends.
You ruffle the girl's hair, and an FAC guard comes over in time to report the scouting results.
Of course, there's another thing. We didn't find anything resembling the sky-reaching Fusang tree, but we did find some special contaminants that are still multiplying. And these contaminants have already affected the residents of the Drifter camp.
Uh-oh.
People often experience ringing in their ears or
Oh,
hear bird
no.
calls.
The girl gets pumped upon hearing this.
No good. If they keep hearing these sounds, how can they sleep at night?
We gotta help them. Limited Sinner Saki. I wish you luck. We all deserve shalom. I know, right? Oh, I'm not even sure if she's gonna have a rerun anytime soon, but maybe it's going to be almost a year, maybe, or maybe 6 months more.
Chief, can we help the people there while we're on the way to look for the branch? You know, the feebled heroes never hesitated to lend a helping hand.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm yawning. Yan Yan stands with her arms akimbo, striking a heroic pose. Oh. Oh, okay. Ah. Maybe we can just use this one. I hope they make the anniversary event permanent. I know, right? It's
Till the day you
it's
wither.
actually necessary for for the plot, right? You need to know what happened before you can fully understood. Maybe chapter 13 or so. I like the effects of this chief skin. It's way too connected, right? That's why it needs to be permanently in the game. You're reassured by what you see once you've entered the Drifter camp. The place is still bustling like before. After all, things can't possibly get worse than how they once were at that time. Inner Bay roast tofu. Authentic Inner Bay roasted tofu. The best you can have.
Wow, they're so good! Just like Grandma's cooking. According to Sunset City sorcery tech, you are what you eat. I think eating some local food will help me get acclimated to this city sooner.
She sounds adorable. Yan Yan stuffs the tofu in her mouth while opening her little purse, taking out a few copper coins and placing them on the stall. So she is tofu. Very, very cute tofu. The stall owner seems confused by the coins in front of her, unsure of what kind of currency she's looking at. But upon spotting you behind Yan Yan, she seems to understand something. Darling, you're too skinny. Here. Have a few more skewers. They're on the house.
Thank you, ma'am. No, we're here for serious business.
I think she's talking about the chief being too skinny. But I want some tofu. The girl seems to recall something after nodding, so she quickly shakes her head again and wipes her mouth, catching up with you quickly. She's pretty determined. The girl's got more self-control than a certain gray mouse who can't move a step the moment she sees food. As you weave through the crowd in the Drifter camp, you suddenly hear a familiar voice. Oh!
You don't look quite well. Want to check up? Of course, of course. Here we provide a unique traditional therapy.
I
that can
forgot
relieve
his
fatigue
name.
and relax the body.
Greta! Okay, it was Greta. I forgot his name. Long time no see, Greta. The man speaks while twisting himself into a bizarre posture. It's Greta, the barefoot doctor of the Drifter camp. He's even giving you a bottle of essence oil, but you've since stowed that funky smelling stuff away in the deepest part of your office cabinet and never used it once. You step forward to greet him and ask for information, but Yan Yan beats you to him.
Huh? Were you performing the ritual dance just now, sir? You didn't do one pose correctly. It might anger the deities and weaken the blessings.
Don't bother her dancing. I mean, his dancing.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Greta stares at Yan Yan in shock as the girl suddenly emerges before him, striking similar dramatic poses.
See? That's how you should do it. I learned this move when I first became a novice seer.
Oh, I think Yan Yan is a better dancer than Greta. Yan Yan pulls out a book from her pocket and flips through a few pages quickly.
What? What's this novicia you're talking about? I only know how to treat nausea. And I was doing you.
Yuga! Yan Yan keeps babbling on about the ritual dance with unseen vehemence. This seems a very important subject to her, and even the surrounding crowd is listening intently. Pull Yan Yan away. You try to pull Yan Yan away, but her enthusiasm is unstoppable and she's already begun posing. So we have no choice but to watch her perform the entire ritual dance. A crowd is gradually gathered around you. People applaud from time to time and some even toss a few coins at your feet.
Oops! What time is it now? Oh no! Thank you, everyone!
I think she's as quirky as Owo. Yan Yan pulls you away hurriedly, muttering non-stop.
Gotta tend to the serious matters first.
The curtain fell on the perfect show. Such a fascinating story.
It's like, oh, I remember I do have a job. Hold on, we need to do that first. We need to work first. Oh, we're done. Oh, there's no more next part. Doko. The serious matters may be important, but the Drifter camp is full of distracting oddities. Yan Yan's trot becomes a brisk walk, then a stroll, and then soon stops in front of a stall. Book for sale! Book for sale! The latest masterpiece from the great poet Raven! The book has a colorful cover, looking more like a magazine. Yan Yan glances at the book, then at you, hesitating as if wanting to say something. Check the book's content. It's definitely Raven style, but the content is unlike the great poet's previous works. It's a bedtime fairy tale, and it looks quite interesting. Oh. Oh. Should we press that? The Drifter camp is noisy, but occasionally you can hear some sharp, piercing bird calls. Shh. Yan Yan raises a finger, signaling everyone around her to be quiet. What's happening? The FAC soldiers cautiously take their position. You look at Yan Yan, your confusion on full display. I seem to hear the voice of the Sun Crow, Yan Yan says, pausing between words. Before she can finish, the bird calls grow louder, and a peddler approaches. Here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today I have with me a unique treasure. What unique treasure? Check out these shiny feathers and listen to these authentic East Side accents. You gotta see it to believe it. A bird that talks like a human, speaks better Dissian than most of us. What is this? It's an old parrot covered in damaged feathers and muttering some vulgar words in Dissian. Wow, what kind of divine bird is this? It's not a divine bird, honey. Don't you have parrots in Eastia? If that's not a scam, I don't know what it... I don't think the chief will be easily scammed. But I think Yan Yan will surely be entertained. Grandma used to tell me that parrots are also known as joy birds. They could bring good luck, but these birds no longer exist back home. Oh. Yan Yan stares at the parrot, her expression turning slightly gloomy. But she quickly smiles again. Seeing one here is a sign that we will definitely succeed this time. Wow, thank you for the cubes. The hustle and bustle in the Drifter camp is too much. Yan Yan seems to realize that too, closing her eyes tightly. We really have to go now. No more wandering around. I think she's gonna get distracted again by something. Yan Yan mutters the self-persuasion. You exchange glances with the FAC soldiers and give a nod before heading out with Yan Yan. Oh, the third. What is this time? But when the fusing tree soars into the sky, it breaks the pact and refuses to hand over its branch. Uh-oh.
The game has begun. Come pick out a way to change your fate.
You traverse the drifter camp, clearing the monsters near the ruins. According to Yan Yan, this should count as helping clean up around the blessed tree. Yan Yan points at the ruins of the high tower, flipping open a book to read aloud the myths written in it.
The hero guarded the Fusong tree until it grew its hardest branch. To thank the hero for chasing off the monsters, the Fusong tree decided to gift the branch to the hero.
And then?
Look! That's the thank you gift from the Fusong tree!
What? Thrilled, Yan Yan grabs her hand and jogs towards the top of the high tower. The FAC soldiers behind you shake their heads, but quickly follow you. She knows what she's doing. We need to believe in her some more.
That's the one!
Oh, the girl points at the dark crystalline branch at the top of the high tower and runs right under it enthusiastically. It looks like a metallic trash. Is that really a branch? It looks like it got welded randomly. Instead of a branch, it appears more like a crystal with a fiery hue running within, emitting an ominous aura constantly. Uh-oh. There are monsters. Awakened by the black ring, the corruptor starts to stir. Startled, Yan Yan drops her precious myth book to the ground.
No. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Something must have gone wrong. This is when the Fusong tree gives its branch to the hero.
Maybe you're not the hero, Yan Yan. Looks kind of like a tree, but also looks heavy. Yeah, it looks metallic, not wooden.
I'm terribly sorry. I apologize. Please calm down.
Uh-oh, you cannot talk to those corruptors. Seeing Yan Yan panicking, the myth and the fusing tree don't matter to you anymore. The most important thing now is to deal with these corruptors in front of you. So I just need to get the branch for you, right?
Huh?
Leave it to me. I know this tree well enough. It's right next door to where I live, after all. You turn around to face the group of corruptors and the blessed tree. Don't think that just because you sound powerful in some myth, you can do whatever you want. You're nothing more than an after-image of the Black Ring. Wow, the chief being so badass as usual.
If this scene could be reenacted, what would be your...
I'm ready anytime.
I'm ready.
Bloom here, till the day you wither.
Peak music time, yeah. We're gonna vibe while we watch them slaughter these monkeys.
Bloom here, till the day you wither. Full system locked on. Clear area. Bloom here, till the day you wither. The blessed tree was defeated?
Following the annihilation of the furious corruptors, the contamination of the high tower black ring gradually disappears. Yan Yan thanks you hastily before rushing to that branch. How Path to Depression. So far, it's been fun. So far, welcome, welcome, Ocean Wave. That crystalline object previously hanging at the top of the high tower now lies quietly on the ground.
A dazzling blessed branch full of power. Is this the material for the bow described in the Ode to Sun? Great! Now that we have it, we can make the bow!
Yeah, Tab! Oh no, I think we still need 2 materials, right? So not yet. Examining the ominous dark crystal, the girl doesn't seem scared at all and even reaches out to touch it.
Stop! That's a contaminant! Don't touch it directly!
Oh. The FAC soldiers nearby run over to stop Yan Yan. Yan Yan looks at the FAC soldiers and tilts her head cluelessly, then with skillful hands produces a piece of cloth and wraps up the crystal. The FAC soldiers breathe a sigh of relief at Yan Yan's response, but still hope you can take her to an M-value test. She's going to be fine. The crystal exudes a familiar aura. It's a distant memory. That ash crystal you found in white sand. Yan Yan's actions have been rather naive and reckless this whole time, but you can indeed see the links to the myth. The tall fusing tree, the magical branch. You're not sure if the myth from the east is true, but after picking up this crystal, the people at the Drifter camp do seem to be doing better. Inexplicably, you feel this proves the Sun Crow Apostle is disrupting this city in some way.
Thank you for helping me get the blessed branch, Chief! Although, it's not quite like what's described in the myth. We ended up giving the Fusang tree a beating.
It's okay. It has been destroyed before.
Is it really okay? We didn't do as the myth said.
No, it's okay. Yan Yan frowns, seeming both glad and worried. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about the small details. As long as you get the materials, we're all good. It's like, you know, farming for your characters in a gacha game. You beat up certain people or enemy mobs to get it. You pick up the myth book Yan Yan accidentally drops and returns it to the girl. Exactly, right? Myths can have different interpretations. Maybe the hero made up that story to save face for the Fusang tree. Maybe our version is closer to what actually happened. The most important thing is the people nearby are no longer suffering. Everyone's headache is gone.
That's right! How did Yanya not think of that? What matters is that everyone's doing better now!
Yes.
If the Fusang tree was indeed in league with the monsters to bully everyone, then it deserves to be taught a lesson by the hero. You're exactly right, Chief!
Yan Yan takes the book from your hand and smiles like a blooming flower.
What a great victory! The material we found this time seems even bigger than what Yan Yan got back home. We'll definitely make the best bow ever!
Oh, I hope everything will be daijobu. Why do we need big? Oh well, maybe the chief is big. Maybe that's why. Or we need a stronger, bigger bow to kill off the Apostle of Ashes.
Hey, you're back. You look like you've just been in a fight. Are you exhausted?
Yeah, the chief is always exhausted. Hearing the familiar voice, Yan Yan stops in her tracks. It's Greta, and he's followed by quite a few people. It seems that after getting rid of their headaches, everyone has come here to get some essence oil from the doctor to help relax their muscles.
Hmm? Even though you do the wrong ritual dance, you can still cure everyone's headaches?
This is new to you, isn't it? This is yoga!
Yoga! Greta finally seizes the chance to clear up the confusion. Oh no. Don't tell me we're gonna get roped into this. He's right. It's not a ritual dance. Though it's not the Eastian ritual dance, it still helps everyone stay strong and healthy, and even inspired many people in West District during the Great Disaster.
It inspired many people in West District?
Yep. You look at Greta just like back then. He's putting those people who just got rid of their headaches in funny poses. West District has gone through some tough times before, during which everyone was cooped up underground. Not only did their bodies become sluggish, but their mood also worsened. But Greta didn't give up. When many were in despair, he was the one who led everyone to do yoga every day. He wanted to help everyone get in shape and also to cheer them up by fooling around.
Oh my, you flatter me too much, Chief.
No, you've contributed a lot, Greta. You did great. Greta was cool, right? Everything was in chaos, and he still tried to help people. Greta flashes you a big smile. It seems he quite enjoys the compliments. Yan Yan looks towards the rubble they passed by earlier, then to the bustling crowd on the street, and lowers her head slightly. He held out and helped till the end, right? That's why we love Greta.
I didn't mean to criticize his dance.
She lifts her head, her eyes sparkling.
We performed the ritual dance to pray for blood.
Oops.
So that everyone can still keep a smile in the face of disaster.
Though a bit shy, Yan Yan still gives Greta a proper bow.
Although your Suncrow ritual dance was not up to standard, anyone who can bring a smile to people's faces has the gift to become a great seer.
He does look like a seer.
Oh my! And I'm sure you've got that gift as well, Yan Yan.
Ooh, wanna come and practice
Uh-oh.
yoga together? There aren't many diligent girls like you in the whole Drifter camp.
Greta scratches the back of his head and grins. Greta have found a new friend, and even Yan Yan found a new friend. Yan Yan is a kind girl, she is. She's adorable. She just needs to get exposed to the world. And I guess in this way, she can definitely learn how to respect other people's cultures. Yan Yan and Greta keeps on chatting. Yan Yan even performs another part of the Sun Crow ritual dance in front of the crowd. She's basically like Owo. Remember Owo also performs lion dance to everyone, right? The crowd keeps on applauding, cheering even louder than before. Wasn't there a little girl named Owo who kept talking about the East? Too bad she went off to make a movie. Oh, we're talking about Owo. I want Owo and Yan Yan to meet someday maybe. Right, no wonder it felt so familiar. Exactly. It's a bit confusing at first, but it becomes fascinating once you get used to the style. Look, doesn't that move just now look like Owo's lion dance? Oh, it's basically the same. Oh, I see. So what Owo was doing was what Yan was doing was a bit of a lion dance, although she does not have the same costume. The two kids would have a fun time together. Yeah, right. And then I think Owo will probably learn more about her own culture. Because it's like, you could think Owo as a kid. I mean, for example, she came from China, right? And then now she's like in the US or something. And she's there. She's used to the US culture but not her own culture. So I hope in the future Yan Yan will introduce her back to her own roots. I would love to see that. Yes, I can see it. Check this out. Hey!
Wow! Those moves are pretty awesome too! Why don't you join Yan Yan? We could use a few more companions. Let's explore the Suncrow's myth together!
The crowd disperses all of a sudden. The folks at the Drifter camp have been traumatized by the force of mania. They flee the moment they hear about this kind of mission.
Hey, wait! I won't force you to learn everything all at once! You can take your time!
It seems a long myth-exploring journey still lies ahead of Yan Yan.
The video recording is complete. It will be archived so you can review the gains and setbacks of this battle at your...
They ran away. You should have just continued dancing instead. Oh. Oh, I think... Oh, what is this? Reach 6,000 points in the vow to sever dragon's foot. Oh, this one probably. Oh.
Floods and downpour from dragon's claws. Grand scales clanking, vast bones rumbling. Alrighty! The hero obtained a fine bow body. The next task was to find the legendary bowstring. To the east!
Are you going to meet a dragon? I don't think we know any dragon in this city.
But when the hero arrived at the shore of East, there was a huge, huge flood happening there. And the culprit was a wraith dragon!
Yan Yan puts away the divination wheel and grabs her hand excitedly.
Let's get moving, Chief! The next target is right over there!
Yan Yan points to the rust on the map. What? We're going to the rust this time? Well, I guess some part of it has been submerged. What?
So something is indeed wrong at the rust.
Are we going to meet Hamel? You arrive at the periphery of the rust and find that the one stabilized contamination in the rust is rising rapidly. It's even beginning to flow.
Chief, due to the influence of mania, the contamination at the bottom of the rust is forming a current and gushing out constantly. If we don't stop it promptly, the contamination will spread rapidly towards West District.
It seems much shallower than the floods in Istia, but a toxic flood is no good sign nonetheless. Many monsters will come following this, like the prawn soldiers, the crab generals, and the turtle minister. They're all underlings of that evil dragon. To calm the floods and eliminate the aquatic monsters, we must first defeat the dragon causing all this trouble.
As you're discussing strategies, you suddenly hear a cry for help. Help! Can anyone give us a hand? Someone's getting trapped by contamination. Help! It's the scavengers at the rust. They are also affected by the rising currents of the rust and seems to have run into trouble. You want to see the turtle minister? Same. I can't imagine it. He clings desperately to an arm in the pool of contamination, looking like he's about to give out. Help him! The FAC soldiers react instantly, and within 2 minutes, they are helping the two elderly people to the shore. Next to them, Yan Yan is patting the back of the saved scavenger rather skillfully, then hands him a water bottle.
Here's some water, sir. Drink slowly, and be careful not to choke on it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The feeble scavenger tries to express his gratitude with that little consciousness he has left. Only not to signal him to conserve his strength and not to make any unnecessary movements. Oh. What just happened? Floods are rampant, and even scavengers who usually make a living around the rust get trapped. You want to help with the rescue, but are afraid it may slow you down. ask for advice. Chief, this is our duty in the first place. Please go ahead and we'll send a team for the rescue. No, Yan Yan wants to help save lives too. That's what heroes do. We have to save all the victims of the disaster. Everyone wants to pitch in for the rescue. Considering the poor safety of this place, you decide not to split up but instead search for survivors while requesting more support from Nightingale. Oh, wait. You've already walked a distance when suddenly an old man's shout comes from behind. One of the recently rescued scavengers approaches you, panting heavily. You don't know the terrain of the rust well enough. Let me guide you. Wow. I agree. Don't worry, Chief. Yan Yan can protect him. Yan Yan closes her eyes in chance, gesturing with her hands constantly. A faint red glow emerges from the old man. You figure it's another type of Eastern sorcery. You nod and decide to bring the old man along. Wow! We get cubes! I love it in here! With the scavenger's guidance, Yan Yan's keen eyes, and the reliable FAC soldiers, the rescue mission goes very smoothly. The rescue team quickly grows as most scavengers, upon hearing your intentions, choose to join you in saving others. Phew! Having been casting spells non-stop, Yan Yan looks like she's about to doze off. Chief, the special rescue team is ready. We can set off now. Finally, reinforcements arrived. But where exactly could this Wraith Dragon be? Never heard a Wraith Dragon, but I saw one of those weird long creatures just a few days ago. Long creatures? Snakes? The first scavenger overhears your discussion and suddenly pops up, looking eager to chime in. Let's go find it together. Up until now, the old man has demonstrated his impressive instincts as a seasoned scavenger. If not for the sudden pollution flood, he might not have needed your rescue. Wow. In the myth, the hero journeys to East Sea seeking a master bowmaker, but encounters a great flood. Wow, what is this sound?
There's nothing I wish to seek here.
Following the scavenger's guidance, you advance through the carnival ruins in search of the dragon. You advance through the carnival ruins in search of the dragon, when suddenly you feel your clothes being tugged. Why?
There's danger ahead. Something very dangerous. Chief, maybe we should take a detour?
Uncharacteristically, Yan Yan looks frightened. You scan the surroundings. Aside from the wind making the amusement rides creak, there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. FAC soldiers nearby launch their scanning devices. Moments later, they still detect nothing unusual. It's okay, let's go. You take Yan Yan's hand and continued walking forward. But you've barely taken one step when Yan Yan screams and clings to your waist like a sloth, then continues to mutter something.
Celestial soldiers from the heavens, I beg your protection!
What did you see? What's the matter? You think Yan Yan has seen something spooky? During a casual chat with Durwo, she mentioned that some Easterners with strong psychic powers can see things other people cannot. Did she just see a ghost? If they can see things that exist beyond the physical world, then maybe Yan Yan too.
There's climbing beasts ahead!
That's not what you were expecting. Another term you don't know. You can only exchange confused looks with FAC soldiers next to you.
That thing is about the size of a tiger, and it has many heads and always stands facing east. It's the scariest calamitous creature.
What?
Those things up on the platform, look! They're turning in a circle!
Oh, you really are terrified of them, are you?
Yeah, Yanyan is not scared. A Great Seer wouldn't be scared of these monsters.
You sound scared.
Just that this is an exception. That cursed dragon must have looked into my background. It knows I was scared to tears by stories of the climbing beast when I was little. That's why it's targeting me like this.
Yan Yan trembles uncontrollably behind you while babbling incoherently, like a child scared by the first ghost story she's heard. Hey, isn't that a carousel? This is the first time I've seen a child spook out by a carousel. Bro, it's just a carousel. I thought it was facing east. Oh, I see. It's not a tiger, it's a horse, honey. It's just a carousel. Oh my god. The scavenger says behind you. You gaze at the so-called calamitous creature, according to Yan Yan, but it turns out to be only a carousel. The horse is spinning in a circle in the wind. As for the many hands, it's probably just the overlapped image of several abandoned horse rides.
Carousel?
Yan Yan articulates the word carefully. Little girl, have you never been on a carousel before? Oh dear, a child your age should be playing in the amusement park all day.
No. I have always been moving home since my earliest memories, because of droughts or floods. Today is the first time I've heard of carousels and amusement parks.
She's really like, oh, she's not compatible with the carnival. Yeah, but maybe if she goes to one that actually is intact, she might enjoy it with Owo.
Did Yan Yan say something wrong? Why are you so quiet?
You've been through so much also, Yan Yan. Yan Yan looks at the scavenger curiously, not expecting such a response. He doesn't know what to say for a moment. Sorry, kiddo. I shouldn't have said that. You see, it happens at my age. This amusement park has been abandoned for many years due to the Black Ring. Somehow I thought everyone remembered it. But the Black Ring was eliminated 2 years ago, so maybe it can be rebuilt. The elderly scavenger looks towards the dilapidated amusement park, sighing. Amusement parks and carousels are things found only in the city, in the center of the world. It's impossible to those caught in the disasters in Sun Sink City a few years ago to have experienced them. Children from Sun Sink City have probably never even heard of an amusement park, Sadge. Probably better not to be rebuilt, or it may happen. Yeah, that's true. And I think it's already an environmental disaster over there, so I don't think they can rebuild it. Because I think there's still a lot of mania contamination in here.
I'm sure they can rebuild it. 7 years ago, Sunset Town was completely destroyed by the Suncrow Apostle. But no one gave up, and a few years later, we built Sun Sink City, which was brand new and even bigger. So I'm sure you guys can do it too.
Well said, kiddo. If it gets rebuilt, you must come to play again.
Sure, Yan Yan will be here. I'll make sure to...
Oops. Sorry, I cut you off, Yan Yan. We'll play that.
Sure, Yan Yan will be here. I'll make sure to have a great time.
While the old man and the young girl are chatting exuberantly, Raptors begin charging toward you again. Wow, it's a huge dragon. You examine the monster before you carefully. They are massive and extremely menacing. You've never encountered such species in this city over the past 2 years. For some reason, every time after a few attacks, they'll emit a faint golden glow and freeze for a moment before shaking their heads and charging again. It's as if they're fighting against something for control of their bodies. With no time to dwell on this, you quickly tell the scavengers to leave, then hurriedly command FAC soldiers to fight. Wow, what is this? The field looks freaking like a painting.
Flowers will bloom wherever I go.
If this scene
Flowers
could be
will
reenacted, what would be...
Wherever...
No need to come along. I can handle it.
Oh.
Is it my turn to shine?
Please don't issue commands.
Yeah, our material again.
Bloom here.
That we
bloom
need to
here,
farm.
Till the day you wither.
Anyway, we can just chill.
Bloom here. Till
They'll
the day
die
you
anyway.
wither.
Yeah, when KEKW actually has a supervision event together. Really? KEKW appeared in Yao's supervision?
My work here is done. I wish you good luck.
They seem to hit it off well. I don't understand how. Well, we barely know about Yao, so I guess we'll find out. To save the people, the hero ventures into the waves and slays the dragon.
Which delusional fool dares to touch my possession?
Need to farm for mats. Nice music. It's quite unsettling.
Bloom here, till the day you wither.
Please enjoy the show.
Bloom here, till the day you wither.
Rob the rich and give to the poor.
They just go pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew.
The splash of petals is incomparably gorgeous.
What's this? After dealing with his dragon-like corruptors, you still haven't found the whereabouts of the bowstring. Uh-oh.
How strange. But the poem literally says, rushed from the east, peered to the west.
What peered to the west?
Go east, check, look west.
Standing next to the dead corruptors, Yanyan flips through the myth book from start to end several times.
Maybe I should try divining again? This time we will definitely find it. Drops from heaven, pray be hasten. Oops, that's not what I'm asking.
Weird sounds. Uh-oh, what did you
When
summon?
Carol
Uh-oh.
hit, in hills all hid. That doesn't seem right either.
Girl, I think you're summoning something that we don't want to see. Oh no. Oh. Yan Yan concentrates on spinning the divination wheel in her hands. completely unaware of the changes happening around her. It's an watch out! The dead corruptor suddenly comes back to life, lifting its head. It makes to devour the human before it. It all happens too subtly. The monster's gaping maw is already wide open. Yet, you and FAC soldiers can't reach Yan Yan in time. Oh my god. A burst of golden light suddenly appears on the monster's body. It begins struggling in pain and collapses to the ground. Quick, subdue the monster! You run over to scoop up the petrified Yan Yan and signal the FAC to quickly contain the situation.
Huh? Huh? What happened?
Girl, you resurrected the corruptors. Yaya seems to have calmed down when the corruptor stops moving after being blasted by the FAC's bullets. Only then does she notice what happened around her just now.
Is this...
In the lifeless dragon's body, you see a wriggling thread with a reddish gold glow slip into the carcass like a parasite. Is it a fucking worm? Oh no, it's like a parasite. Okay, I thought it's like a worm. Did that thing interrupt the monster's revival? You look at the red worm, pondering. It feels different from the apostles of ashes you've encountered before. After the corruptor disappears, you don't feel any aggression. Instead, there's a strange sense of familiarity, as if you've seen this red flame somewhere. Is this from Yao? This is gonna be one interesting bow. It is. Earlier, it's like a metallic branch, and now it's a worm-like thread or string or worm.
Is this the dragon's vein?
Well, it does look like a vein. Yan Yan examines the worm curiously with a magnifying glass in her hand. Reciting some incomprehensible poetry, she approaches it with a glass jar she picked up from the banks of the rust.
Great dragon slain, bright glory claimed.
Yan Yan grabs a long worm from the carcass of the corruptor and puts it in the glass jar. Girl, you grab that with your bare hands? That's gross. Having seen Yan Yan touch the contamination at the high tower of Black Ring, the FAC soldiers are no longer surprised by her actions, but this is definitely against every rule they've been accustomed to. I think she's kinda immune to the corruption. I wonder why though.
Chief, look! Isn't it kinda cute?
It's gross. The object in the bottle emits a faint golden glow. Yan Yan lifts it to your face excitedly, eager to show you the bowstring. You quickly wave your hand to refuse, but as soon as you stretch out your hand, a series of vision appears before your eyes. What? Oh. Yaoi is contacting us again, but we still can't understand her. Analysis shows that this substance does not belong to this city and has the power to suppress the Black Ring Apostle's kin. Continue the mission and move up the security priority of the Sun-6 City's seer. After conducting a detailed analysis on the Dragon's Vein acquired and consolidating the intelligence, Shorl assigns you the next phase of the mission. Both the Sun-6 City's seer and its myths still present contradictions and questionable points. But her unique psychic abilities have repeatedly suggested that perhaps she really can create the almighty bow and end the disaster. We believe in Yan Yan. The persistent low fever is still ravaging your body. The omens brought by the Sun Crow's apostle are becoming more apparent, and the time left for you seem to be running out. Oh. The third. After the dragon dies, the hero pulls out its vein and makes it into a bowstring.
Go, go, go!
So we're still gonna make it into a bowstring? Oh. It's one of those stages.
If this scene could be reenacted, what would be your choice?
Where you need to go pew pew pew.
If you want to use me,
Yeah, pew pew pew. Good thing they don't have core. That's why they're easy to deal with.
Rob the rich and give to the poor.
All system locked on.
Please enjoy the show.
Noise.
The video recording is
Eh? There's no more? We're done? Oh, there's more! There's more, but I need to sleep. We'll continue this next time, aight? This is probably the last material for the bow. But I need to sleep because I have work in a few hours. So I'll be back for the next part. Okay. Anyhow, Otsu Chidori, I think. Oh, there's the promise. Oh. Oh. So we're already on this part. We still have 3 more parts to unlock. It's Otsu Chidori for today. See you all. Oh, maybe we should raid someone. Yeah, thank you also for hanging out with Chidori. Thank you for giving me luck. I hope your rolls are also amazing. Oh wait, there's no more people streaming Path to Nowhere. I'm the only one. Earlier, I saw someone. Anyway, it is what it is. I thought I'm gonna send you all people to a Path to Nowhere stream, but there's no one. It's only me. Anyhow, Otsu Chidori. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Sleep well, everyone. Just the usual. Yeah, it's just me. Anyhow, thank you really. Good night and see you all. Headbang. Da 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 da.